I used to believe stability was something you earned. Relax, Mr. Farouk said across his desk. You've done good work, I nodded. I try to keep things clean, he smiled, but his eyes didn't. That's why I trust you. That word stuck with me all day. At home, I loosened my tie. Long meeting, I told Aisha. She didn't look up from her phone. You're late again, I stayed back for reports. She shrugged. You always have an excuse. Samir was on the couch. By you coming to dinner or what? In a minute, I said. I kissed Aisha's cheek. She leaned away just a little. I noticed it. I didn't question it. The next morning, my phone buzzed non-stop. Are you at the office? Samir asked. Heading there, I said. Why? They called everyone into the conference room. Loft. Must be another audit. He didn't laugh back. When I walked in, people stopped talking. Sarah avoided my eyes. Billow stared at the floor. Mr. Farouk stood up. Please sit. My chest tightened. What's going on? He slid a folder toward me. These numbers. I skimmed them. Those aren't mine, a murmur spread. That account, I said, tapping the page. I flagged it months ago. Mr. Farouk sighed. We have emails. My throat went dry. Show me. He didn't. Aisha entered and sat beside him. I stared. Why are you here? She folded her hands. Because this affects our family. I looked at her. Tell them. She swallowed. I don't know everything. I stood up. I didn't steal anything, Mr. Farouk said. Sit down. No, I said. Someone set me up, Billa whispered. Stop talking. I turned. You know me. He looked away. Mr. Farouk cleared his throat. We've decided to terminate your position. My ears rang. Based on lies? This is final, he said. I looked at Aisha. Say something. Her voice was soft. Maybe you should cooperate. That hurt more than the accusation? Samir pushed the door open. What's happening? This meeting is private, Mr. Farouk said. Samir looked at me. I tried to speak. Nothing came out. Mr. Farouk stood. Security will escort you. I laughed, sharp and broken. After 10 years, you should leave before this gets worse, he said. Security took my badge. I walked past desks where people once greeted me, Sarah whispered. I'm sorry. For what? I asked. She didn't answer. Outside the building, Samir grabbed my arm. I believe you. I nodded. That makes one of us. Aisha didn't follow me out. My phone buzzed. A message from her. Go to your brother's place. I typed, why didn't you defend me? 3 dots appeared, then disappeared. I stood there, holding a box of my life. The glass doors slid, shut behind me. The sound felt final. That was the moment I understood something. Trust doesn't break loudly, it closes quietly, and when it does, everything you've built collapses on the inside. My phone stayed silent longer than it ever had. I kept checking it anyway. I called Billow first. It rang until it stopped. I texted, can we talk? Seeing no reply, I laughed under my breath. Figures. I tried Sarah next. Please call me, she answered after the 4th ring. I'm at work. So am I said. Or I was. There was a pause. I can't get involved. You were there, I said. You saw the real emails? She lowered her voice. That doesn't change anything. It changes everything, I said. I'm sorry, she whispered. Then hung up. Sorry felt useless now. Samir sat across from me at the kitchen table. He stirred cold tea. You can stay here, he said. For how long? I asked. As long as you want. I nodded. You're quiet, he shrugged. I don't know what to say. It hurts, I said. Just so you know. He looked down. I know. Aisha came home late. We need to talk, I said. She didn't take off her shoes. I'm tired. I didn't do it, I said. You believe that, right? She crossed her arms. I don't know what to believe. My chest tightened. You know me, we've both changed, she said. Since when? Since you stopped listening, she said. I laughed, sharp. So this is my fault too? She didn't answer. Tell me to my face, I said. She looked at the wall. Maybe some space would help? Space from what? I asked. The lie? She grabbed a bag. You should leave. For now? For now? I repeated. She nodded. It's better this way. I packed without a plan. Samir stood in the doorway. You don't have to go. She wants me gone, I said. That's enough. He handed me my jacket. Call me. I will, I said, though I wasn't sure. Outside, I called Bilal again. This time he answered. Listen, he said quickly. I can't fight this. Didn't ask you to fight, I said. Just tell the truth. You understand, he said. I have a family. So did I said. He went quiet. Say something, I said. I'm sorry, he repeated, then disconnected. I walked until my legs hurt. Every street felt unfamiliar. I replayed things I ignored. Aisha's distance. Farouk's smile. Bilal's silence. The signs were always there. I just trusted too much. The room, found, smelled like damp walls and cheap soap. The clerk didn't look at me. Cash only. I paid without arguing. I sat on the bed and stared at my phone. No messages, no missed calls. I typed to Aisha. Deleted it. Typed again. Nothing. Sounded right. I lay back and watched the ceiling fan shake. The noise was uneven. It matched my breathing. I thought about how quickly people step back when you fall. No shouting, no explanation, just distance. I closed my eyes and understood something new. Trust doesn't fade. Slowly, it disappears the moment it's inconvenient. The sound was my stomach that morning. It growled before I even opened my eyes. I laughed softly. Yeah, I hear you. The cafe smelled like burnt coffee and old bread. Nadia wiped the counter. You look tired. I didn't sleep, I said. She slid a cup toward me. Drink, no charge. We'll pay later, I said. She shook her head. Later is fine. I sat there longer than necessary. She didn't ask questions. That helped. Im found me outside, leaning against the wall. You looking for work? He asked. I'm looking for anything. Handed me gloves. You lift boxes? I lift regret, I said. Boxes too. He snorted. Show up tomorrow. The days blended together. Lift, carry, sweat, IMRAN. Watched me struggle. You were office type. I was, I said. Not anymore? What happened? I hesitated. People lied. He nodded. People do that. One afternoon, my phone buzzed. Samir's name flashed. You okay? He asked. I'm breathing, I said. That's something, he replied. I heard laughter behind him. Family dinner? I swallowed. Tell Amy I'm busy. After work, I sat in the cafe again. Nadia refilled my cup without a word. You don't talk much, she said. I used to, I replied. What stopped you? Listening to myself, I said. She smiled faintly. That can be loud. Rumors reach me through. Strangers. They promoted him. A man said nearby. I knew who he meant. They say his wife stood by him. Another added. The cup shook in my hand. Nadia noticed. Want me to change the channel? Yes, I said. Please. At night, Imran and I sat on the curb. He lit a cigarette. You angry? All the time, I said. You planning revenge? I dream about it, I admitted. He exhaled smoke. Dreams don't build futures. What does? I asked. Working tomorrow, he said. I laughed. You're serious, dead serious. The rent notice waited on my door. I tore it down slowly. The room felt smaller every night. I talked to the ceiling. Just lasts another day. One night, Imran handed me food. You didn't have to, I said. He shrugged. I remember hungry days. He sat in silence. Then he asked, what if this ending isn't yours? I looked at him. What do you mean? What if you stop thinking this is where it stops? I didn't answer. The question followed me home. I lay on the bed, listening to the city, horns, shouts, laughter. Life didn't pause for me, I whispered. I'm not done. No one heard. That was fine. I stopped checking my phone for rescue. I stopped explaining myself to empty rooms. I showed up to work early. I drank less coffee. I breathed more slowly. I didn't feel strong. I felt steady before sleep. I made a promise, not out loud, not proud, just real. I won't beg for justice. I'll outgrow the lie they buried me under. Time stopped announcing itself. Days passed without names. I started waking before the alarm. Eimer noticed first. You're early again. I like quiet, I said. He nodded. Quiet means focus. Zane came around one evening. Eimer pointed at me. That's the guy I mentioned. Zane shook my hand. You don't look desperate. I learned how to hide it, I said. He smiled. Good desperation makes bad deals. We talk numbers on paper napkins. I can handle operations, Zane said. You handle structure? I asked. Why trust me? He shrugged. You listen more than you sell. That felt like progress. Nadia watched us from the counter. You look different. Poor but hopeful, I said. She slid me tea. Hope is expensive. I'm paying slowly, I replied. Mrs. Halima questioned everything. Why so cautious? She asked. I've learned caution, I said. She leaned forward. Or fear? I met her eyes. Discipline. Convince me. I won't rush, I said. If you walk, I'll still build. She studied me longer. Interesting answer. I left with nothing signed. Zane asked. You okay with that? Yes, I said. Peace beats panic. Work became routine. No shortcuts. No loud promises. Samir called once. I heard your name. From where? Business pages, he said. Small mention. Don't tell anyone, I said. He laughed softly. You're different. I had to be. News drifted in like smoke. They're losing contracts. Someone said near the cafe. I stirred my cup. They fought publicly. Another added. Didn't ask who. Nadia caught my look. Old life? Old wounds, I said. Still hurt? Yes, I admitted. But they don't bleed. Zane noticed my silence during meetings, thinking. He asked later. Listening, I corrected. He smiled. Good habit. Mrs. Halima returned weeks later. I reviewed your records, she said, and you turned down fast money. I don't chase it anymore. She signed without ceremony. Neither do I. That night, Zane clapped my shoulder. We did it, I said quietly. This is just the step. That's what scares me, he laughed. I trained harder, read more, spoke less. When anger surfaced, I let it sharpen focus. I didn't imagine apologies. I imagined stability. IMRAN watched me load equipment. You're leaving? Expanding, I said. Proud of you, he muttered. The first real deal closed on a cloudy afternoon. Zane spread the papers. Clean profit. I checked every line twice. No tricks, he said. I signed. My hand didn't shake. That surprised me. Samir called again. Amy wants to see you. Soon, I said. When I'm ready. Nadia served me coffee. This one's on the house. I can pay, I said. She smiled. You already did. I walked back. Alone, no crowd, no applause, just clarity. The city sounded different. Now, I unlocked the office and turned on the light. The room was small. It was enough. I sat down and breathed. This wasn't revenge. This wasn't rescued. This was mine. Earned. Clean. Undeniable. I heard my name before I saw the faces. Isn't that him? Someone whispered. I kept walking. A year ago, I would have turned, explained. Now I didn't. Zane leaned close. You're trending quietly? I asked, meaning. People are searching your name, he said. For the right reasons. I felt heavier than applause. At the networking event, a man blocked my path. "Hey," he said. "Long time." I recognized him. "You worked with me before?" He laughed, nervous. "Yeah. Didn't expect to see you here." "There did I said. He cleared his throat. "I heard what happened back then. So did everyone," I replied. "Looks like you survived." "I adapted," I said. His smile faded. "Congrats." I nodded once and moved on. Bill called that night. I stared at the screen. Then I answered, "What do you want?" He hesitated. "I saw your interview." "I didn't give one," I said. "You were mentioned," he corrected. "You're doing well?" "Say what you mean," I said. He exhaled. "I'm sorry." Silence stretched. "For which part?" I asked. "For not standing up," he said. "For choosing myself?" "I noticed," I said. "I was scared," he admitted. "We all were," I replied. "We chose differently. Can we meet?" He asked. "No," I said. "Not yet," he swallowed. "I understand." Samir showed up unannounced the next day. "You didn't tell me you won," he said. I frowned. "This isn't winning," he said anyway. "I thought staying quiet would keep things calm." "It didn't," I said. "I was afraid," he whispered. "For you?" "For us, I know," I said. He looked up. "Do you forgive me?" "Not yet," I said. "But I don't blame you." It made him cry. At a deal meeting, Kamal leaned back and studied me. "You look familiar?" said. "People say that," I replied. He smirked. "You used to work under Farouk." The room shifted. "I worked," I said. "That's enough." He chuckled. Small world. Zayn changed the subject fast. Later, Kamal cornered me. "Funny thing," he said. "I nearly hired your old boss." "Nearly?" I asked. "Background didn't clear well," he said. "Strange numbers." I nodded. "Strange times." Word traveled without me carrying it. Sarah messaged after months. "You were right," I replied, "about everything," she wrote. I didn't answer at the cafe. Nadia watched me read my phone. "They're circling," she said. "I can hear it," I replied. "Still hurts." She asked, less I said. "Different?" "How so?" "I don't want payback," I said. "I want distance." She smiled. That's power. A letter arrived 2 days later. Formal, careful. An invitation to speak at an industry forum, hosted by Mr. Farouk's new partner, Zayn. Raised his eyebrows. "You serious?" I read the date again. "Yes," I said. "They can't ignore me now. Are you ready?" He asked. I folded the letter. "I don't need to be angry." I stood up straighter. "They already lost." I said. The conference room looked smaller than I remembered. Aisha stood near the window. Mr. Farouk said stiffly. They both looked at me like I might vanish. "You came," Aisha said. "I said I would," I replied. Mr. Farouk cleared his throat. "Thank you for meeting us." "I didn't come to be polite," I said. Silence pressed down. Aisha spoke first. "We never meant for it to go this far." I nodded. "That's usually how damage works." She stepped closer. I panicked. Everyone was saying things. "You listened to everyone but me," I said. Mr. Farouk leaned forward. "We were under pressure." "So was I replied. "Only I didn't lie." Rubbed his hands. "Mistakes were made. Mistakes can be fixed," I said. "Choices can't." Aya's voice shook. "I was scared of losing stability." "So you lost honesty instead," I said. She flinched. "You're so calm." "I used my anger already," I replied. "It built something." Mr. Farouk sighed. "The contracts are falling through." "I heard," I said. "We thought you might help," he continued. I looked at him. "Why?" "Because you're reasonable," he said. "Because I survived," I corrected. Aisha whispered, "We need time." "He had time," I said. "I needed truth." Her eyes filled. "I didn't know how to face everyone." "Faced everyone alone," I said. Mr. Farouk stood. "We protected the company." "Protected yourselves," I replied. He hesitated. "You could still step in." I shook my head. "I won't." Aisha reached for my arm. "Please." I stepped back. "Don't? Is this revenge?" she asked. I considered it. No, this is refusal. Mr. Farouk's voice cracked. I built this place. So did I said. You just erased me. He looked away. I was afraid of losing control. You lost it the moment you lied, I said. Isha asked softly, do you hate me? I answered honestly, I don't trust you. That hurt her more, she whispered. I'm sorry. The words hung there. I felt nothing. No relief, no release. Just quiet, Mr. Farouk spoke low. We deserve this. I nodded. Maybe. Aisha wiped her eyes. Can we start again? I glanced at the door. That door closed already. She choked out a sob. So that's it? For us? I said. Yes. Mr. Farouk's shoulders slumped. My partners want answers. Tell them the truth, I said. He laughed bitterly. They don't want truth now. Then that's your problem, I replied. Aisha said, you've changed. I had too, I said. She whispered, I wish I had believed you. I met her eyes. So do I. My phone buzzed. Zane's message. Meeting confirmed. I slipped it back into my pocket. I have somewhere to be, I said. Mr. Farouk asked, you won't save this? I shook my head. You don't save things built on lies. Aisha reached out again. Wait, I paused, then turned. I don't need apologies, she froze. I needed honesty when it mattered. I continued. Mr. Farouk sank into his chair. I opened the door. Aisha's voice broke. What do we do now? I looked back once. Learn. I walked out before they could speak again. The hallway felt lighter. My steps were steady for the first time. I understood something fully. Closure doesn't come from hearing I'm sorry. It comes from no longer needing it. Samir waited for me outside the building. You walked out early, he said. I was finished, I replied. He studied my face. You okay? I'm clear, I said. That's better than okay, he smiled slowly. I'm glad I stayed. So am I said. We walked without rushing. Samir said they're struggling. I know, I replied. Does it feel good? He asked. I shook my head. It feels quiet. He nodded like he understood. At the cafe, Nadia poured tea and didn't ask why my hands were steadier. You survived, she said. I adapted, I replied. She tapped the cup. You remember when you couldn't look anyone in the eye? I remember, I said. You're not that man anymore, she said. I carry him, I replied. I just don't live there. Zane met me later with documents spread across the table. This deal is clean, he said. No shadows. I scanned the pages. That company? He smiled. The same one that dropped you? The same, I said. They came to us, Zane added. Didn't even realize. It's funny how that works, I said. Zane leaned back. What do you want next? Stability, I said. He laughed. Not glory? I'm done chasing noise, I replied. My phone buzzed. Samir glanced over. News. Confirmation, I said. They lost the last account. Farouk. He asked. And Aisha, I replied. Samir waited for a reaction. I finished my tea. I hope they land somewhere steady. He blinked. That's it? That's it, I said. At home, I packed old papers into a box. Samir watched. You keeping those? No, I said. I'm letting them go. You'll help me carry the box out. Proud of you, he said quietly. I didn't answer. I just breathed. Later, Zane slid a pen toward me. Ready? He asked. I read every line again. Not because I doubted the deal, because I trusted my instincts now. Ready? I said. I signed my name slowly. The ink dried clean. No shaking, no second thoughts. Zane extended his hand. You built this. Built this, I corrected. He smiled. Still grounded. That's how I stay standing, I said. We didn't celebrate loudly. No speeches, no photos. Just a shared look of understanding. Samir called Amy on the way out. He did it, said. Yes, calmly. Her voice came through the speaker. Come home, she said. When you're ready, I will, I said, outside. The city moved around me. Cars passed. People laughed, nothing paused, and that felt right. Nadia messaged later. Coffee tomorrow. I replied, always. I sat alone in my office after everything ended. No celebration, no shouting, just silence. Zane called and said, "It's really done." I answered, "Yes." He asked, "You okay?" I said, "I'm steady." He laughed. "You always say that now?" I replied. "Because it's true." Bill never called again. Sarah sent one last message. Wish I had been braver. I didn't. Respond, not out of anger, out of closure. Turned off the lights and stood by the window. I thought about who I used to be, who I lost, who I became. I didn't win back my old life. I outgrew it. And that was better. I locked the door behind me, not in shame, not in fear. I walked forward, not back.